Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Episode 2 of the Automatic Iqra podcast. This is a place where you can speak English automatically. That's the hope. My name is Ahmed Khalid, Coach Ahmed Seattle, as many people call me. And I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys. How was episode 1? Did you get to know a little bit about the coaches? Great. Well, today's episode will be looking and delving a little bit deeper into the learning process of learning a language and some of the obstacles that can come your way. So with me on the show are my team members, my lovely colleagues, and your lovely coaches. Coach Marian and Coach Hay are here. So first of all, how you doing, Coach Marian? Welcome.
Thank you. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy to see you. You look really happy and positive. How's everything?
Yeah, that's because I love doing this. This is my dream. Like, I want to have this job. This is my dream job, to interview people, to do videos. This is what I like.
Wow. I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah. And if you're doing what you love, there's nothing better than doing what you love. Just spending your time like that. So good. Me too.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the episode 2 questions, and maybe Coach Marian will be able to lead this podcast today. Coach, so I put the responsibility on you. The question in today's podcast, the theme in today's podcast, or the topic is about false beliefs of English learners. Okay, so we're just waiting on Coach Hayo. I think I see you. Can you hear us? I think he's having a little technical difficulty getting his microphone set up, but so he's gonna come on up because I would love to see his perspective too. So Coach, by all means, episode 2, the false beliefs of English learners. What are some of the false beliefs? Okay, so take it away. There's really no structure to this. It's just whatever you feel. So go ahead.
Yeah. So I think nobody's better than you when it comes to false beliefs about English and anything in life. So actually, we have been talking about this the other day. I think it was last week. Me and Coach Hayo, we have been hearing a lot of people that are saying, "Oh, my English is bad," but they can speak to us. They can talk to Coach Hayo, who's like, his English is very like another level. Like, this is his language, and he's very, very professional at it. So we have been hearing all of these. There's students who work in the NGOs. There's professional students. Their writing is amazing. I can't even write the way they write English. So so we have I think one of the false beliefs is that we know students know everything. I know, all of us, like, we know our English is very good, but we still do not believe that we can have a conversation with people. We're talking to the people. We're having the conversation with people. But I don't know why. Why do we believe that? I don't know why. I'm still figuring out. So I think that the solution to that thing is you have to be grateful and appreciative that you can have a normal conversation with someone who's native. I see, and there's students that are beginners, lower beginners, that cannot have the conversation that you can have, and they cannot say the things you can say. So the solution to that false belief of saying, "Oh, my English is not enough. I'm still improving on it," and then it's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and you still believe that your English is not good. So I'm asking, when will be your English good then?
Wow. I mean, that is an amazing analysis, and I think you touched on the source of what's going on. You asked a very important question. Why do we believe that? Why do some people believe, okay, they've been learning many years, they still believe I still can't speak, or I still cannot, communicate using this language? So that's a very important question to think about. And you also said, if you're just grateful and appreciative that you can even communicate with a native English speaker on any level, that's a start. So it sounds like you're saying focus on the positive side of things. Is that kind of what you're saying, Coach Mariam?
Yeah, it's being grateful for the things you have and focus on the things you have instead of focusing on the things you cannot, or the things that you don't have, or the things that you cannot have. So
Cool, cool.
and
Good,
yeah,
good.
that applies to me as well.
Thank you much. That is a beautiful opinion. Coach Hayo, welcome. You were having a little technical difficulty. Nice to see you back. Now your camera is clear, so that's awesome. What is your take on this? What is your opinion about the learners who believe they cannot speak English, or they have this false belief that they're not good enough for this? And I just want to remind you, I think you're on mute. So if you just touch the microphone.
Yeah, so your mindset is really important, because if you don't believe you can do something, you won't be able to do it. So you can talk yourself out of many things if you don't feel confident. And then the more, like, if you don't think you can speak well, that's where you should focus on improving, but also try and measure the progress you have made. So a lot of our students, I can talk to elementary level students. I've had full 10-minute conversations with our elementary level speakers, and they've been, they've been full conversations. I learned some interesting information about East Africa, and that's not possible if they can't speak English. So, and then of course I can understand intermediate and advanced. So it's just good to remember that it's a gradual process. It's not like yesterday you couldn't speak English, now you can, right? So.
Right, awesome, an awesome take on it. So I like that you said it's about your mindset. And I know for me, not even just on English, but if I'm feeling fear or insecure about something, my mindset is usually negative, So I want to move on a little bit, or just ask maybe Coach Marian, do you feel like English speakers or people who are learning the language, they've had messages growing up that were incorrect or false? They were told something. Where do you think these false beliefs came from? That some people tell themselves, I can't speak, I can't understand, I can't write. Where do you think this came from?
I think we're all told a lot of negative beliefs and a lot of negative things. That's not only them, it's also us. But I think perfectionism, that's the problem that we have right now. We want to be perfect in 1 month or 2 months. We want to speak fluently in 1 month. If I am not speaking English fluently and perfectly in 2 or 3 months, I'd rather not to learn anything. If I'm not like you, I want to be like you. If I cannot be like you, no, I cannot do that. So we have this picture of perfectionism.
Yeah.
That I need to be complete. My English, I need to know everything about English, or I'm not learning anything. It's a waste of time.
Yeah, and I think Coach Hayo is coming back. His connection might be bad, but it sounds like you're saying don't compare yourself. Is that right?
Yeah. Do not compare yourself, and start off with something small and something easy, and with time, those things will combine, and with time you'll become perfect. But you have to be patient, and you don't have to just remove that picture of perfectionism. Do not have that picture. I would like to say that to everybody.
Wow. Yeah. I'm so glad you said that, because even in my life,
I'm
Coach.
also off, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Even in my life, I see that. I try to be perfect. Just the way, I was just growing up. I think we were given standards like you should be there. I should be this, and that's a challenge. It's definitely something I'm challenged with personally. But I want to ask you, that's why with the automatic Iqra program, we try to make tasks simple and small and short, so you can do it and you feel better about yourself. But Coach, I have a question for you, and that hopefully Hayo comes back on. Last question is, do you think, I've seen a lot of learners who speak brilliant English. Some of them have more vocabulary than me, and they still tell me, I still feel like I can't speak English. What? So do you ever see that?
Yeah, and I think that's not an English thing. That's not an English thing. That's a personal thing. I think we all need to go back and check in ourselves and check in what is wrong. This is not only English, but it's also in our life. Something is wrong with us, and we need to find out what is that thing that is that. Because I feel like a lot of people, we always believe that we're lacking something, and
Ooh,
I don't
that's a
think we're
big
lacking
topic you
something.
touched
We
on.
need to,
That's lacking something. That's huge.
yeah, we also want more and more and more and more and more, and I think that's a human thing. That's okay, but when it comes to it's not only English, it's also something else. So I don't know how to articulate this, but I'll I'll try to articulate it.
Cool, cool. Thank you so much, Coach Marian. Looks like this is the end of episode 2, but we have a surprise. We have Coach Milgo, who's also one of the coaches here.
Coach Milgo
Is here. Please, even though we're wrapping up and we're finishing up, Coach Milgo, welcome. Can you just introduce yourself to the learners and everybody, and just tell a little bit about yourself within a minute?
First, can you hear me?
Yeah, clearly.
Okay, that's good. Sorry for the lateness, I could say, I guess. I was trying to join the audio, but it wasn't really working. So my name is Fatima, but you guys all know me as Coach Milga. So what exactly, what was I'm supposed to talk about?
Yeah, good question. You could talk about whatever you want to talk about. We just want to know who you are, like where you're from, and
Okay.
a little bit about what you like about the talking to students and talking to learners.
Okay then. Okay. So yeah, like I said, my name is Fatima, but you all know me as Coach Milga. I am from UK, as you can all tell. I'm not from USA. Majority of members are from USA or America, and they have the American accent, but I am from Britain or UK or whatever you want to call it, London more specifically. So I live in Hargeisa, Somaliland. I've been here for nearly how long? 6 months. But inshallah, I'm going to be here for a year. I'm going to go back to my studies, inshallah, university and working. And then after that, I'm probably going to come back to Iqra, because Iqra is the best, you could say. It's really, really nice. I've had new experiences from it. And I just really do like it, and I like what they're doing there. Also, about me, I know Somali, I can speak Somali. Majority of people also think I cannot speak Somali. Waan ku hadli karaa because I have studied here. I've been here a majority of my life because I've been coming back and forth from Somaliland. I've studied in schools like Elais and Nuruddin. So yeah, I do know Somali, mashallah, alhamdulillah, so yeah.
Good, great, and that's the end of the episode. If you're watching this on the YouTube page, you guys subscribe it. If you're on the in the groups in the Automatic Iqra, check that out. Rewatch it. Share it with the other learners. Also, I just want to tell you, Coach Marian has a course called Speak Clear for pronunciation. Also, Coach Hay has a course called Speak Up. If you want to just improve your fluency, vocab boost, tell your friends about it. They're probably not going to get something like this anywhere. So please share that as well. Coach Milga has a new course coming up, as well as Conversation English, as well as we have a new course that's almost ready called Business English. So we're going to talk more about that in the future episodes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to the coaches. And if you have a question, just write it to us on the comments, or just write it to us in the groups, and we'll talk about that. So remember, everything we talked about here, I will be asking about this in the groups, and you give a summary. And so inshallah, we'll have more better episodes, even more. So thank you guys. Bye-bye.